Welcome to the Chop Seat, where Braves country meets the big leagues. Your host Vic is here to break down everything from truest part to the top of the standings across the league. From walk-offs to wild trades, this is your seat for everything baseball, but a heavy dose of chop. So grab your glove and settle in, because the Chop Seat is open.
Welcome to the Chop Seat, your favorite place for Braves baseball and the rest of the league. I'm your host, Vic, and today is Friday, July 18th. We had an exciting All-Star week. We got an exciting second half of baseball that's about to start. Hopefully your team is able to get hot or stay playing the way they're playing. For my sake, hopefully my Braves are able to get hot and, get a little bit closer into the action. So today we're going to talk about, like I said, the All-Star week. We had the Home Run Derby on Monday. We had the All-Star game on Tuesday. We're going to see how the second half of the season is starting for the rest of the league and also for the Braves and who they'll be facing. So without further ado, let's head into our first segment.
It's time for the MLB.
It's time for the MLB, where we look at the action from across the league. And the MLB is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code CHOPSY, as you can see below, to save $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. You want to go catch the Braves playing. Let's see who do you think they're playing this week? The New York Yankees. They'll be hosting the Yankees down at Truist Park in Atlanta. If you want to watch them, make sure you go to SeatGeek, use code CHOPSY, save yourself $20 off your first purchase. Listen, if you want to go sneak around and catch that Coldplay concert, use code CHOPSY. You're going to save yourself $20 off your first purchase. If you come out on the Jumbotron, that is up to you. Can't help you with that one. Or if you want to go take your girl, watch a Broadway show or something like that, use code CHOPSY, and you're going to save yourself $20 off your first purchase. So like I was saying, nice, exciting All-Star week. Monday, we had the Home Run Derby, and your winner was Big Dumper Raleigh. He's the league leader in homers thus far for the season, and he ends up winning the Derby. He becomes the first catcher in history to win the Home Run Derby. It was 8 total participants: Oneil Cruz, Junior Caminero, Byron Buxton, Calraleigh, Brent Rooker, Jazz Chisholm Jr., James Wood, and Matt Olson, hometown kid. That's who I was rooting for. Unfortunately, he did not come out of the first round. His Home Run Derby performance was kind of like the Braves' performance for the first half. Started off bad. Braves started 0-7. He got hot a little bit towards the middle. He got hot. They finally got back to 500, and then he just dropped down a little bit, and that's what the Braves have done thus far for the season. They didn't just drop down a little bit. They have dropped down a lot. Anyways, he didn't make it out the first round. James Wood didn't. Jazz Chisholm, he only had 3 homers. He definitely didn't come out the first round. Brent Rooker was actually tied with Big Dumper Raleigh. They both had 17 homers, but the tiebreaker went down to who hit the longest homer. Raleigh apparently beat him by centimeters or inches, something like that. It wasn't that big of a difference, but he ends up winning that tiebreaker because of that. Oneil Cruz, he hit the most homers along with Junior Caminero. They both hit 21 homers. Oneil Cruz hit a freaking bomb, 513 feet. I'm thinking he's going to hit the Omni Hotel out there, bro. I was literally concerned for the Omni Hotel. But yeah, he did his thing. He actually tied Aaron Judge's record in 2017 for the longest Derby homer outside of Coors Field. So I'm telling you, this kid really got into it. He has some power, man. So does Junior Caminero, man. He has some power as well. Byron Buxton, he had 20 homers. So they before go to the second round. Second round was Byron Buxton versus Junior Caminero. Buxton, Georgia kid, he hit 7 homers in his round. Junior Caminero, he hits 8 homers under a minute. This dude was cooking. He advances to the final round. And then it was Calraleigh versus Oneil Cruz. Calraleigh hits 19 homers. Oneil Cruz only hits 13 shots, though. This kid was getting all of it. But yeah, he wasn't able to win the round. So it's Calraleigh against Junior Caminero in the finals. Calraleigh, he hits 18 homers in his final round. Junior Caminero hits 15 and that makes Big Dumper your 2025 home run derby champion. Junior Caminero actually got robbed on one of those kids catching the fly balls out there in the outfield. They ended up counting the homer. Some people said that it took him out of his flow or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I would have done the same thing as a kid. If I'm out there, I'm trying to catch every single ball that's hit out there. So shout out to that kid, man. You made a great play. But yeah, Kyle Raleigh wins the home run derby, and it was awesome to see. His dad was actually pitching for him, and his younger brother was catching. So, big win for the Raleigh family. And he fulfills his dream. It's that prophecy was fulfilled. We saw a viral video going around of an 8-year-old Kyle Raleigh. I guess you could call him Lil Dumper back then. And I don't know if you've seen the video, but it sounds like his dad farts in the background. Make sure you watch it again where he's like, yeah, I'm going to be a home run derby champ. I'm going to be a home run derby champ. It sounds like the dad farts a little bit right before he starts saying that. When I heard it again, I started cracking up, man, because it was real funny. It's just, I'm like, bro, y'all couldn't edit that part out. Well, I guess you got to keep it raw. So, but yeah, and actually he was, Kyle Raleigh's a switch hitter. So he started out hitting lefty. Then I saw he went a righty and then back to lefty. Maybe that helped him out a little bit to preserve some energy, not tire himself out as much. But congratulations to Kyle Raleigh, Big Dumper, Seattle Mariner fans, for winning his home run derby. Then we had the All-Star game on Tuesday. I think Atlanta did pretty good, man, hosting the All-Star game. Yeah, I'm a little biased. You already know that. But they had the red carpet event. They do that in every city, which is pretty dope, though. They had the red carpet. I'm not too into that, but whoever's into it, you want to see, what the guys are wearing, their wives or whatever. I get it. That's cool. They had the MLB draft was over there on Sunday. We spoke about that last episode. What else we had? The pregame performances. Kane Brown, Georgia on My Mind performance, that was pretty dope. Ludacris and I'm blanking out over here. Jermaine Dupri, they had the player introduction. Well, they had the song during the player introduction, Welcome to Atlanta. That was pretty dope too. The anthem, if you're into that, that was a good performance. But yeah, it was. I think they did pretty good of hosting the All-Star game, and it was pretty dope. They got the party started before the game began. But starting for the American League was Tarek Skubal going up against Paul Skeens representing the National League. And coming into this game, the National League had lost 11 of the last 12 All-Star games, man. My boy's been getting beat up. Can't even make it up, man. In the top of the first, Paul Skeens, he gets 2 strikeouts, and then he gets Aaron Judge ground out to second. Nothing going for the American League. Bottom of the first, Shohei Ohtani, he opens up the inning with a single up the middle. Ronald Acuna Jr. La Bestia, he follows up with a single, infield single at that. He hit it towards second. Second baseman was shaded way towards the bag. He was able to get to first safely. First and second, no outs for Ketel Marte. Remember, this was my MVP pick for the game, and I was hyped when I saw this. He hits a double down the first baseline, 2-run score. That makes it 2-0 National League, and I'm like, bro, I'm really going to pull this off. That's crazy. But we'll see what happens towards the end of the game. It's usually somebody that comes later on into the game that wins the MVP. So I was bugging a little bit for saying that, but I did mention it in the video, the last video that I posted. There was also an ABS challenge in the game, the first ABS challenge ever in an All-Star game. It was a ball called on Manny Machado, Terry Skubal, Kyle Raleigh. They do the little tap of the head. Reviews it. They show it on the screen. It was actually a strike. Manny Machado's called out on strikes. That ends the inning. Top of the second, the legend pick, Clayton Kershaw. He comes out. He gets 2 outs. He's mic'd up. He was having fun. That was good to see. Nothing really brewing as far as action until the bottom of the 6th. Pete Alonso, your Mets first baseman. He hits a 3-run op tackle to the chop house. That adds to the National League lead. That makes it 5-0. And then Corbin Carroll, he gets into one. That guy has some pop, man. 6-0 National League. Then after that inning, after the bottom of the 6th, one of the most amazing tributes. I mean, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Shout out to the Major League Baseball. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves and whoever else had a hand in putting this together. An awesome tribute to honor Hammerin Hank Aaron, hitting his 715th homer to pass the Babe Ruth. Bro, that was sick to see at home on TV. And if you were there, that's honestly going to be a memorable experience you won't ever forget, especially for young kids to be able to see that, relive that moment, man. That was fire, bro. Fire. And that started, that got me thinking, what are my favorite All-Star game moments? I started thinking, I'm like, man, and I'm going to make a list pretty soon. I'll probably keep it short, top 5 list of my favorite All-Star game moments. I'll be posting that soon on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, on all the platforms. I want to see what you guys think. What are your favorite All-Star game moments? But again, man, it was a fire tribute. Well done by the Braves and Major Leagues and anybody else that had a part to do with it. And it was awesome to see the picture with Hank Aaron's wife, Billy Aaron, looking towards the field. It was a nice shot. She was just, taking it all in. So that was fire, man. I keep saying fire, but that really was. It was awesome. Then we go to the top of the 7th. Seems to be that after that tribute, the American League got inspired a little bit. Brent Rooker, he comes up, he hits a 3-run homer. That cuts the National League lead in half. It's 6-3 National League. Now after that, Bobby Witt Jr., he drives one in with a ground out. That's 6-4 National League. Get myself a drink here. Need that. 6-4. Top of the 8th. Jacob Mizorowski comes in. You're expecting him to strike out the side. He doesn't strike out anyone. 1 hit allowed, but no runs allowed, which is the important part. National League goes into the top of the 9th with a 6-4 lead. Robert Suarez of the San Diego Padres comes in to close it out, but Byron Buxton greets him with a double. Bobby Witt Jr. then comes in with a 1-out double, RBI double. That makes it 6-5. National League is getting tight. Game's getting tight. Edwin Diaz is brought out to try and close it out now and shut the door. Jazz Chisholm Jr., he smokes one down the first base line. Matt Olson snags that one. Real nice, smooth play by Matt Olson. He throws it to first. Edwin Diaz was running. He was in a field race with Chisholm, but he's able to get there before him. Chisholm is out. Bobby Witt Jr. is on third with 2 outs. Stephen Kwan comes up. He had a good at-bat, man. He kept fouling off pitches, fouling. 2-2 pitch. He hits one infield single. He's able to reach safely to first. That ties up the ball game 6-6. Bottom of the 9th, the National League does not score, and then they go to a swing off, the first ever swing off in a game. It's a 3-on-3. You get 3 swings to hit as much homers as you can by each player. The managers, they select the players. Aaron Boone for the American League, he goes with Brent Rooker, Randy Arozarena, and Jonathan Aranda. And Dave Roberts, he goes with Kyle Stowers, Kyle Schwarber, and Pete Alonso of the Mets. And this is how it went down. Brent Rooker, he got 2 homers, 2 homers in those 3 opportunities that he had. Then Kyle Stowers, he came up. He was only able to get 1, but at least he got the National League on the board. Randy Arozarena came in. He was able to hit 1, so that made it 3-1 American League. Kyle Schwarber, he hits 3 bombs and his 3 swings. That gives the National League the lead 4-3 in the swing off. Then comes up Jonathan Aranda. He just needs to hit at least 1 to tie it up and see if Pete Alonso could go yard. He probably was going to go yard even if Jonathan Aranda got 1. Jonathan Aranda gets nothing, a donut. And that is it. The National League wins. Pete Alonso doesn't even have to come in and swing. Schwarber, he gets the MVP. He takes the MVP award back home to Philly. National League, again, wins the swing off 4-3. Now, this is what I'm worried. It was dope. It was dope. It was cool to see. It was something different. You don't want to see dudes playing 16 innings in an All-Star game. You don't want to see that. You don't want anybody to get hurt, play, extra innings that you don't need. So the second half is about to begin. So you don't want to risk anything crazy like that happening. But my concern is MLB, they usually push these new rules. Any rule they want to enforce, any new rule they want to try, they're usually going to end up getting away with it. We already seen it with so many different things. We saw it with the pitch clock. We saw it with the ghost runner. We saw it with we're going to see with the ABS system, which some of them are not bad. Some of them you're for, some of them you're not. But the point is that they eventually get their way and they start implementing these things. So if they tried this out in the All-Star game, I've been seeing a lot of people. They want to see it on a regular. They want to see the swing offs on a regular. Like, what are your thoughts on that? I want to know, what are your thoughts? Would you want to see a swing off in a regular season game, or you want to keep it traditional, play extra innings? Kind of a hybrid tradition now, because now you have the ghost runner. But like, what are your thoughts on it? I still, it was cool to see, but like, I just think I need a little bit more time to think about it. I feel like it's gonna get too cheesy too if they do it during the regular season. This is what I'm gonna say: if you're gonna do it for the regular season, which probably it's gonna happen eventually, please do not do it for the playoffs. Just do it like the ghost runner. You got the ghost runner on during the regular season, then come playoff time, it goes away. If you're gonna do it, at least do that, please. But my thing is, if you're gonna have the swing off during the regular season, my thing is you should not let the managers decide who's gonna hit. You should pick off where the lineup left off. Like, for example, you ended up with your 6th hitter in the bottom of the 9th. Then bottom of the 10th, you're gonna have to have your 7, 8, 9 guys hit. And if you want to replace some of them, pinch hit someone, then you can. If you have guys available on the bench, that's my thing. But I feel like it gets too cheesy if the manager is able to pick the same players all the time. You're gonna pick, let's say, you're gonna pick Ronald Acuna Jr., Matt Olson, and Austin Riley. It's gonna get too cheesy. You know what I'm saying? So to make it a little bit fair and balance it out, I say if you guys are gonna do it, make it as if you gotta pick up where your lineup left off. Sometimes your 7, 8, 9 is gonna have to do it. Sometimes you're gonna be in a good spot. Top of the order is gonna be able to participate in it 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thought on that. Again, let me know, what do you guys think when it comes down to the swing offs? But again, it was an iconic All-Star game. First ever ABS challenge in an All-Star game. First ever swing off. An iconic, memorable tribute to honor Hankaaron. So it was awesome to see, man. They did it. They did a great, phenomenal job hosting in Atlanta. And I'm proud to be a Braves fan, man. Proud to be a Braves fan the way they did it. But yeah, now we got to flip the page. So we got to flip the page. We had a few days off. Now we begin the second half of the season. And this is how the second half is going to start for your favorite team. We got the Boston Red Sox. Keep an eye on this series. This series is going to be good. We got the red-hot Boston Red Sox. They won 10 in a row, facing the first place Chicago Cubs. That'll start tonight. I mean, no, actually, I think that one's already underway, guys. So I think they had a 2:00 game. So that one might have finished already by the time I'm recording this one. Next, we have I'm bugging. Next, we have the Chicago White Sox at the Pittsburgh Pirates. That one's not too exciting. San Diego Padres will be in Washington facing the Nationals. Philadelphia Phillies will be hosting the Los Angeles Angels. Toronto Blue Jays, they will be hosting the San Francisco Giants. The Cincinnati Reds will be in Queens facing the New York Mets. The Athletics are at Cleveland facing the Guardians. The Miami Marlins are hosting the Kansas City Royals. Baltimore Orioles will keep it in the AL East. They'll be in Tampa Bay facing the Rays. Detroit Tigers at the Texas Rangers. The Minnesota Twins will be at Colorado facing the 22-win Rockies. St. Louis Cardinals at Arizona. Keep an eye on this one. AL West matchup. The Houston Astros trying to keep the Seattle Mariners away as much as they can. The Mariners got a good chance to make up some ground, so keep an eye on this one. And then we have the final series of Milwaukee Brewers at the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Brewers have won 7 in a row, so keep an eye on them. And they ended up sweeping the Dodgers the last time they faced in Milwaukee. So, again, 3 series that we have there to keep an eye on. And then we got the Braves series. And we're actually, I think that's it. We're pretty much caught up with the MLB. So let's look at who the Braves will be facing.
It's time for your Braves forecast.
It's time for the Braves forecast, where we look at the upcoming Braves series. That's going to be a series against the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees are coming into town, or actually, some of them stayed in town. I'm assuming Aaron Judge and whoever else was there, Max Fried. But yeah, the Yankees are coming in 53-43. They're in second place in the AL East. They're going to be facing our Atlanta Braves, who are 42-53. They're 12.5 games back in the NL East, 9.5 games back in the wild card. Before we get into the matchups, there was a trade that happened late last night. The Braves acquired right-handed pitcher Dave Dunning from the Rangers for right-handed pitcher Jose Ruiz and cash considerations. You got to show them the money sometimes. Jesse Chavez was DFA'd. They're saying that Dave Dunning is probably going to be used in long relief, but he might play a part in Barry's role, so we'll see how that goes. At least we got another arm, a brand new arms, but it might not make a difference, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the second half. The first game, I believe it was supposed to be Max Fried starting for the Yankees. I would have been excited to see him back in Atlanta, but I think he's still dealing with that blister issue that he had before the All-Star game. So it's going to be Ian Hamilton. He's going to be making his first start of the season. He's 1-0 with a 3.47 ERA. You guys let me know, is this going to be pretty much like an opener for you guys? I'm not sure if, he's used to going deep into games. I'm not sure. So you guys let me know. I'm assuming that it's going to be pretty much an opener bullpen game for you guys. He's going to be facing Spencer Strider for the Braves. He's 3-7 with a 3.94 ERA. Game 2 is going to be Will Warren. He's 6-5 with a 4.63 ERA. He's going to be starting for the Yanks. For the Braves is going to be Joey Wentz. He's 2-1. He was just picked up last week. Remember that, guys. He was pretty good. He went 3 innings against the Cardinals. He was very solid. He has a 6.32 ERA. He's going to be making his first start of the year. And that's going to be his first start since 2023 when he was with the Detroit Tigers. I'm assuming it's going to be an opener for the Braves. I'm hoping we can at least go 3 innings. We'll see how that goes. Maybe he can go 3 and then throw in Aaron Bummer and then piece it up with the rest of the guys and see what happens. So we'll see. Hopefully he can at least give us 3 innings. We'll see. I don't know how this one's going to go. This one's going to be scary, honestly. I think it's going to be scary, but we'll see. Then game 3 is going to be Marcus Stroman. He's 1-1 with a 6.66 ERA. He's making his 7th start of the season. He's going up against Grant Holmes, who's 4-8 with a 3.77 ERA. So when it comes to the pitching matchups, I'm not going to lie. I got to give the Braves the edge in 2 out of these 3 games. I got to be honest. I got to give them game 1 with Spencer Strider on the mound against Ian Hamilton. And I got to give them game 3 with Grant Holmes going up against Marcus Stroman. Game 2, I give it to you guys, the Yankee fans. I'll give you that one because I just don't know how Joey Wentz is going to do. He did good, like I said, last outing. His first outing with the Braves, he went 3 innings. He was phenomenal. Didn't allow any runs, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And the key points to look at, the Yankees, they're 11-18 over the last 29 games right before the break. So, they've been struggling a little bit. They're looking to turn that around. And for the Braves, it's Michael Harris and Ozzie Albies. They're both underperforming. Both are ranked near MLB's bottom 7 in OPS. So we'll see if they can put that behind them, put that whole first half behind them. And let's see if they can turn it up, man, because if these 2 guys get going, that is going to take pressure off from the rest of the lineup, especially the top guys. Going to take pressure off of them, and it's going to help the lineup flow way, way better. So we'll see. Hopefully they can put it behind them and start fresh. And it feels like, every series is I feel like I can say this every series. This is a key series for the Braves. You're so far behind that every series is, in fact, a key series for the Braves, but it's important to have a good start. In the second half, you can dig a deeper hole than the one you're in already. And if you're able to win this series against the Yanks to restore some momentum and some confidence in the ball club, a mid-season revival would be great. And of course, you got to be careful with Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is having a phenomenal season. He's crazy season. He's hitting 355 batting average. He leads the majors when it comes to that. He has 35 homers. He's second in the majors. 81 RBIs. He's second there. 1.194 OPS. That's the best in the American League. 462 OBP. 733 slugging. And if you're into BABIP, only if you're into BABIP, he has a .467 BABIP. That leads the majors. So that is going to be it. Oh, and I forgot the start times for the games. Let me see. The start time for game 1 tonight is 7:15. Same thing with Saturday's game. Tomorrow's game is going to be at 7:15. I'm assuming Sunday's game is going to be a day game. We'll see right now. I'm going to confirm that for you guys. Yes, it's going to be a 1:35 p.m. start time for that one. So keep an eye out for that early game. But yeah, man, it's going to be tough to open up the second half against the Yankees, but we got to see. Hopefully the offense is able to pick up this pitching. The pitching has been pretty good for the Braves. The bullpen has been good. Starting pitching has been good as well for the most part. It's just been the offense. It's not been able to click all at once. If we're able to get more than 2-3 guys hot at the same time, it'll make a big, big difference. When you only have 1 or 2 guys trying to carry the offense, it's difficult to win ball games, especially these close ball games. I lost track of how many one-run games we've lost. It has to be probably at 25, 26 right now. It's pretty bad. Yeah, but hopefully, the Braves can catch a little spark and, become buyers at the deadline instead of being sellers. Because right now, as I said in the last episode, we are looking like sellers. So hopefully they can turn it around in these 2 weeks before the trade deadline and able to make a big splash during the trade deadline to make a run at the wild card. I'm pretty sure the division's out of reach already. That's far gone. But at least make a little run at the wild card, sneak in, and then let's go on a run and take it all. Take the championship title back home to Atlanta. We'll see. We'll see how it goes the second half. It's probably gonna be a rocky one. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for on TikTok, man. The Roger Clemens interview that we posted, that has gone viral. The part 2 of that interview went viral. Part 2. I think it's at like 58K views. So I appreciate you guys checking that out, sharing it, reposting it, commenting on it, bookmarking it, whatever they call it, saving it. So thank you guys for all that. Thank you for showing love on Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever you guys want to call it, YouTube Shorts as well. So thank you very much. If you have a baseball lover in your life, send this show to them. Anybody. And they just listen to people talk about and nothing. They don't understand. They're not even into baseball. Send them the show, man. Tell them to subscribe on YouTube. Hit the little bell so you can get the notifications when a new episode drops. Anyways, that's enough talking for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And we will catch up on Monday to see how your teams did. See you next time.